Alright, so the fastest way to complete the Battlefield 2042 Battle Pass for before Battlefield 6, obviously you're going to want to do all the weekly missions. You got 7 different sets of weekly missions to do for the next 7 weeks. But in order to complete all the rest of the tokens required in order to get the Battle Pass, which after doing all the weekly missions, you're still going to need to about 215 more points in order to complete the all 60 tiers of the Battle Pass. And for me, the fastest and easiest way in order to get all the XP needed to finish this is by playing Conquest. Not Conquest. I was about to say Conquest Large, but no, you play Close Quarters Conquest in order to get the most amount of XP in the shortest amount of time. And I would personally would run Falk or Blasco for the best or the most amount of XP possible. And once you do get into a game, focus on finishing all the ribbons, which as you can see there are 5 sets of ribbons, each with 3 tiers of their own. If you are able to complete all the ribbons and all the tiers every single game, you are guaranteed to get 20,000 XP, and that's without double XP. Actually, I take that back. With double XP, it's 4,000 each, but on regular days without the double XP, it is 2,000. But yeah, 2,000 XP for every single set of ribbons, and that's equal to 10,000 XP, which is also equal to 100 or 100 kills. I was about to say 100,000 kills, 100 kills. But obviously with double XP, that's the equivalent of 200 kills, which I'm assuming that would be very helpful to most of us because most of us aren't going to be getting that amount of kills every single game. But yeah, anyways, in order to get all the ribbons needed for the objective ribbon, all you really have to do is play, well, just play the objective. Just capture flags or defend the flags at all costs. And then for the combat ribbons, you just got to get kills. I think it's like 27 or 28 kills required to get all 3 of those ribbons. And then we got the Wingman ribbon. The Wingman ribbon requires assists or revives. If you run Falk, you can go about to reviving people all across the map. Obviously, you're going to want to stay in an area with a lot of people on it that are probably dying, preferably dying or whatever. Or if you run Blasco, you can also spot people, and that will give you wingman ribbons if people kill those people that have been spotted. Or you could also run Casper drone as well, because on a map like Haven, there's going to be large open areas all around the map, and using that drone is way more effective at spotting people for your team so that they can kill them versus using Blasco on a map like that. But obviously, if you're playing Stadium or Redacted, then stick with Blasco. And by running either Blasco or Casper, you can easily get all your wingman ribbons as well as your intel ribbons, because all you really need for intel ribbons is also just to spot enemies with either your proximity sensor, your Casper drone, or by using your spotting button as well. Or you could also switch to use EMP grenades, because EMP grenades also count towards intel ribbons, as well as destroying Boris sentry turrets also counts towards intel ribbons. Not just those sentry turrets, but also whatever proximities, other enemy proximity sensors. Basically, any enemy equipment that's on the ground that you destroy counts towards intel ribbons as well. And then finally, we have the logistics ribbon. For the logistics ribbons, all you need is to run Falk with either an ammo box, or you could, if you want to go all out, just use the health box or whatever. But I would just stick with ammo box, because if you're using Falk, you can just use your healing gun in order to heal people, and then use your ammo box to resupply players. Which this would also be very effective, especially if you're going about reviving players, because also when you're reviving people, you can, after you revive them, you can throw an ammo box on the ground, and then that's almost guaranteed to get you a free, easy resupply, and also progress for your logistics ribbons. Which the fastest way, honestly, the even fastest way possible to even go about doing all this is, like I said, just wait for a map like Redacted or Stadium, And then just you go about shooting people with the medic gun or the hill gun or whatever, because for whatever reason, like Dice made it to where the hill gun, doing that, you shooting people with that, it progresses your logistics ribbons a lot faster than resupplying them with ammo. If you found this video useful, please make sure to smash the like button, and if you would like to see more content from me, subscribe to my YouTube channel. All of this is greatly appreciated, and if you would like to check out more content from me, stay tuned for the end screen.